Way out, everyone. It's Coaster012 here, and so I was watching a video from Re-Reds the other day. Now, you may or may not be subscribed to him, and his video was positives on Sonic 06. Now, I know a lot of people hate Sonic 06, but what are the real reasons for people hating it? Now, it was pretty broken. The story wasn't that great. But then I thought to myself, could the game actually be fixed with a remaster? Would people play a remaster version if it wasn't broken? Alright, so I want to go over, could it possibly be, is Sonic 06 actually a good game if it didn't have this, whatever wrong with it? The major issues of Sonic 06, the story, okay, wasn't that great. It's kind of meh. Cinematics were really good. I loved the cinematics. So, they looked good. And, no Sonic game really had an amazing blow your mind away story. The Sonic Adventure games didn't have that great of a story. But look at the Sonic Adventure games. They were really popular. Even though they weren't really that good, people still liked them. Now, what do I mean by they weren't that good? Well, to be honest, there was flaws in parts of the games that weren't that good. The Knuckles stages where you gotta search around for stuff, a lot of people hated those. And then there was the Tails stages where he's got in the little mech that people didn't like. Where Sonic 06 had Tails as himself, and you would fly around the stages and stuff. So that was actually a good thing about it. So, okay, I've heard in the story, could the game be good with a remaster? Well, let's look at the positives. What I think are actually positives myself. The graphics aren't that bad in the game. And a remaster would just make them look better. So, we could fix textures or anything that wasn't all too great. So that's one thing that it's got going for it. Soundtrack is amazing in the game. Sonic 06 has a really great soundtrack. I really loved it. It was fantastic. The stages are actually quite good. They weren't that bad as stages, to be honest with you. So that's another thing they could another thing that had going for it. What else? There was some side missions that weren't that bad. It had some nice side missions. Had cool powers that were another good thing, like being able to fly through rings and stuff. That was really cool. And the assortment of characters. There was quite a few characters, and the only reason they weren't good, that some of them weren't that great, is because they were hard to control and they're annoying. Like, you got Shadow's vehicles that weren't that great, but if they had to work on them and make them control better, they could have been really good. So, what was wrong with Sonic 06 that made it a bad game? Well, the story wasn't that great. I might mention the story a few times throughout this video, so I apologize if I said it too much. But anyways, I've written the story. Could they make the rest of the game good? And I gotta say, yeah, they honestly could. They could make it, because I brought up those positives. There were some flaws with it. Okay, there's a few flaws, major flaws, that made the game bad, that could be fixed with a simple remaster. One was glitches. There was a ton of bugs in the game. They fixed those bugs. Boom. That's one thing that they could fix. Alright? Controls. The controls were sloppy. But fixing the controls, make them less sensitive, make it easier to control everything, that's one thing they could fix. No problem. So glitches, bugs, glitches, um, the controls, extremely long load times with the game was a problem. New consoles, new hardware, and it wasn't even the hardware back then. They just didn't optimize it properly to load faster. Faster load times could be fixed. No problem. Those three major things about the game, honestly, I think if they fixed them, it'd be a great Sonic game. And another thing they could add to the game, they could add in a Chow Garden. Wouldn't be that hard, honestly. Doing a remaster, okay, you got the save the animals or whatever, right? They could, put that in the game. The Chow Garden was probably one of the reasons that Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 were so popular. So add that in, and add the power shards, or whatever they're called there. The power drives. I think they were power drives. Add them in, and add Chow Garden. Boom! That's another thing that makes the game really good. And that's really... I think that's really all they had to change. They couldn't fix the story unless they went... They would have to overhaul the story, and then it would just fuck things up. It would take more than a remaster. Maybe a remake for that. And a remake might be quite a bit. But if they fixed the major things, I think it'd be fine. Because like I said, the levels, I liked them. They looked good. They were just hard to get through because the controls didn't work with you. You fixed them, get through. The glitches were taken out, you could get through them. No problem. Like if you weren't worried about falling through the freaking floor in the middle of a stage because there was a hole in the floor that they didn't fix. It could be done better. Like people say about voice acting. One sec. People say about voice acting. Sonic games the 3D Sonic games didn't have very good voice acting. It was just a problem they had. But honestly, I wasn't worried about it. Story and voice acting was a big deal. But honestly, I really think the game would be fixed. I actually kind of liked the game. If it wasn't so broken, and they had to tweak some things, like get rid of the bugs, make the controls better, it could have been a lot better of a game than it was. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think they could fix Sonic 06 with a remaster? Would be worth it. I talked to people that said, yeah, they remastered it and made it a lot better and fixed the major problems that they would like the game. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's just waste of time? You wouldn't even worry about it? Or would you love to see a remaster of the game and have it so it actually works? Tell me down in the comments below. If you liked the video, thumbs up the video. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Just let me know. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. I have some other ideas for some videos that I was gonna do. So just keep your eye out. Anyways, this is Kevin002, and have a great day, everyone.